Okay, so welcome back, guys, to the Struggle Cook channel. I'm Brandon, and it's the end of the flashback. Maybe one more chapter. If you don't know what I'm talking about One Piece, chapter 168, titled Elbath Snow. Aldrich Snow? Oda, a Hunger Games fan? Methinks possible. But yeah, so all in all, good chapter. We finally have gone from, just like the chapter says, back to the beginning of flashback, and we see how King Harold was executed by his guards. Turns out it was on his orders. But obviously, Loki and Harl, when they bust in, which is exactly what King Harl ordered for them to basically tell the other guards to tell them, hey, break Loki out of jail, tell Jarl to come here, so they can presumably see that. Yeah, all in all, good chapter. We see the downfall of Harold, just like how we saw the downfall of Rocks. Another legend, another conqueror who has been conquered by the conqueror, who is obviously Emu. Emu must have the conqueror's hockeys. He's the conqueror's hockey man. Either him or Joy Boy. And theory time, little quick theory. I think the more conqueror hockey people that a user of conqueror's hockey defeats, the stronger their hockey becomes. Kind of like a Zenkai boost in Dragon Ball Z, which is why I think Luffy has made so much progression so quickly. And, maybe Oda would tell us that's kind of how it works. If you're a conqueror and you fight other conquerors, that's like extra XP. Double XP weekend! Call of Duty fans, you know what I mean? Hey, shouts out to Monster Energy. They're still supporting like years later, bro. And they're like pretty much friends. But yeah, so I have a question for y'all. How do you feel about the character of Harold? I personally think he's a good character. He's got some depth to him. Oda has written a very good king character. He's not the overly evil king. He's not the super nice king. He's like in between. He was a young brat, spoiled brat, and he became a man. And his goals and ideas were exemplary. You know what I mean? He wanted for Elbath to turn away from the violence of their old ways and traditions, of which he has personal experience with because he used to be like that. That's how we meet young Harold. So when he's stomping on someone else, casually flicking boogers, which are like cannonballs if you're a giant, into the ocean when hit other ships and being like, not my problem. Yeah. Even though he was naive and short sighted, I feel like he's a representation of lots of kings. From our world, our history. I feel like lots of kings had great ideas, just couldn't execute them properly because they just lacked the mental fortitude, the farsight, if you will, the observation skills, if you will. Which I've noticed, a lot of Conqueror's hockey users tend to slack in the observation hockey area. Like, really think about it. Like, a lot of them aren't too good at it. The only ones we know are like Shanks, Katakuri, who showed us the future sight, and possibly Luffy. Possibly. Which is so antithetical to his character. To see into the future, to make a plan. Law knows, like, this man don't like plans. Fuck. But yeah. So my review of the chapter, I think it's really good. I think it's a proper circle, a perfect circle, if you will, to bring us back up to speed, which apparently Loki did in 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. 6 months in our world, 3 minutes in manga time. And if that time dilation Elbath theory is true, shouts out to Tekken. Love you, Matt. PA. Then, yeah, that might be why. Because of the time dilation thing. And I think it's a good conclusion to Harold's story. He's a king who just wanted to do his best, but couldn't get it done properly. He did succeed in a way, like join the world government, just not in the way he wanted it to be. Emu was kind of like a genie, they can grant your wish, but you got to word it very carefully. Like, oh, I want to live forever. And then they turn you into a live statue. Like, you're alive forever, but you can't move. because that's the only way to give you immortality. Yeah, and that's my review for chapter 1168. I think Oda's on fire. We're on break next week, and he keeps chugging along. He's getting quicker and quicker, and I love it. Answering questions, bringing up questions, and hey, I'm excited to see Loki's response. Outside, what are you guys doing? His response. Yeah, good chapter.